I always believed that betrayal was something that happened to other men. You read about it in the papers, you hear stories whispered at the pub, but you never think it will be your life. I was married to Claire for 7 years, and in that time, I thought we were solid. Sure, we had our disagreements, but who doesn't? I worked hard as an accountant, she worked in marketing, and together we built a comfortable life. We had a house, a dog, plans for children in the near future, or at least, I thought we did. What I didn't know was that the person I trusted most in this world was lying to me in ways that would shake me to my core. It started with little things I brushed aside at first. Claire began staying late at work more often. She claimed it was because of an upcoming campaign, but when she came home, she smelled faintly of cologne that wasn't mine. I laughed it off when I first noticed it, told myself it was probably a client's handshake that left a trace. But doubt has a way of eating at you quietly, slowly pulling threads until your whole world unravels. The real turning point came one weekend when she told me she was going on a girls' trip with her friends. I encouraged it, I wanted her to have fun, to relax. But something gnawed at me, so I did something I had never done before. I checked her phone while she showered. What I found turned my blood cold. Dozens of messages between her and a man named Mark, romantic, intimate, explicit. Not just the kind of messages that suggested attraction, but the kind that confirmed an ongoing affair. I remember sitting on the edge of the bed, her phone in my hand, reading one message over and over: "I can't wait to be in your arms again this weekend." He still has no idea. No idea. That's what I was to her. A fool. When she came out of the shower, she noticed instantly that something was off. I didn't yell, didn't scream. I just asked, "Who's Mark?" Her face went pale, then red. She stammered, tried to spin lies, but the truth was already out. After a heated confrontation, she admitted it: she had been seeing him for over a year. A year. While I was planning our future, she was busy creating memories with another man. I wish I could say that was the worst of it. But it wasn't. A few weeks after I kicked her out and told her I wanted a divorce, I went for a routine checkup. I'd been feeling unusually fatigued, and my doctor suggested some tests. When the results came back, I got news that floored me. I had contracted an STD, something I never could have gotten from a faithful marriage. It wasn't life-threatening, thank God, but it was a clear sign of her betrayal, a physical scar of her lies. When I confronted Claire about it, her reaction was heartless. She shrugged and said, "You'll be fine. It's not a big deal." Not a big deal? To have my health compromised because she couldn't keep her vows? That moment killed whatever pity I had left for her. The divorce process was brutal, as divorces often are. She tried to play the victim, telling her family and friends that I was cold and unforgiving. But the truth had a way of leaking out, and when people learned about the affair and what it had done to me, sympathy shifted. I wasn't the cold one, she was. What people don't often talk about is the grief that comes with betrayal. It's not just about losing the person, it's about losing the version of yourself that trusted so blindly. I found myself replaying our years together, wondering how many of those memories were built on lies. Did she hold my hand while thinking about him? Did she kiss me after being with him? Those thoughts haunted me, but they also hardened me. Healing didn't happen overnight. For months, I wrestled with anger and sadness. I went to therapy, leaned on friends, and tried to focus on work. Slowly, I began to realize that while Claire had taken a lot from me, she hadn't taken everything. I still had my career, my health was improving with treatment, and most importantly, I had my self-respect. One night, nearly a year after the divorce was finalized, Claire showed up at my door. She looked different, tired, older, as if life had caught up to her. She asked if we could talk. Against my better judgment, I let her in. She admitted that things with Mark had ended badly, that she missed the stability we had. She even said, maybe we could try again. I laughed. Not out of humor, but out of disbelief. After everything she had put me through, she thought she could just walk back into my life as if nothing had happened. I told her plainly, "You didn't just break my heart, Claire. You broke my trust, my health, and the life we built together. There's no going back." She cried, begged, but I stood firm. For the first time in years, I felt free. Today, I look back and realize that divorcing her was the best decision I ever made. It saved me from a lifetime of lies, from a marriage built on deceit. And though her betrayal left me with more than just a broken heart, it also gave me something unexpected, the strength to rebuild my life on my own terms. I've learned that sometimes the worst pain brings the clearest vision. I don't regret the marriage, it taught me what love shouldn't look like. But I'll never again settle for someone who treats loyalty like an option. Because at the end of the day, I may have walked away scarred, but I also walked away stronger.